So I started A&M as an undergraduate in 2015. By the time I got to the end of my bachelor's degree, I decided grad school was for me, and then I never left. Because I work with wearable technology, so you can think Apple Watch or Fitbit, and I'm working to make it medical grade, that allows us to bring healthcare opportunities to underserved populations, not only just in Texas, but also around the world. Because I focus in diabetes and cardiovascular disease, those two diseases run higher in underserved populations, so there's more people in underserved populations that have them. And so we want to be able to provide, better care since they don't always necessarily have access to a clinic. Wearable technology can bring that access to them. Not everyone takes care of their diabetes, and many times they will be in the hypoglycemic or low blood sugar range, and they'll pass out or they'll have a seizure. The goal we have is to be able to predict these moments 30 minutes before they happen so they can better take care of themselves. I absolutely adore mentoring. Fell in love with it the first moment I got to mentor my first undergraduate student in research as a first-year grad student. One of my favorite moments is when they have that light bulb moment and their eyes get really big. And they're like, oh, that's why I learned the curriculum I did, because they're taking the things they learn in class and they start applying them to a real world problem. I honestly just really like helping. Like if anyone has ever asks, I talk too much because I provide too much advice, because I just want to help those move forward, not just from a technical aspect and teaching them, new technical skills that are going to allow them to advance their careers, but also, giving them that guidance so that they can blossom as a person too. I really like engineering. I definitely think I found my passion doing what I'm doing. Because I have a passion for solving these hard problems, like bringing healthcare for all, that's kind of driven me and motivated me to continue forward. My hope for my work is to see that everyone has equal opportunity and access to healthcare.
I've always liked doing math problems, like when I was in school. It was anytime my mom asked me go study, it was usually I would just open up the math textbook and do problems there. So about the current degree I'm doing, so I'm doing my PhD in industrial engineering, and I'm in my 4th year, and I'm also doing a master's in computer science concurrently. And I've also completed a master's in chemical engineering from Texas A&M itself, so I've been here for quite a while. So the primary focus was doing optimization, which is basically a whole lot of math modeling to find the best or the optimal solution to certain problems. And I found the industrial engineering department had more courses being offered which were relevant to this particular topic. So I felt this might be a better fit for me to do my PhD there, so I can focus more on the mathematical aspects of it. Because if I wanted to pursue this research area, then it seemed like they had a lot of faculty who were doing this kind of specific research. The work my professor does, it was focused more on graph theory and combinatorial optimization. So I had to take a few classes from the computer science department and from the math department as well. So I thought it might be a good complement to have a computer science degree, and that is when I decided to do my second master's alongside the PhD. All the problems that I work on, as part of my research, it has a variety of applications in the sense it's very universal. I might be working with airline networks, but you could possibly apply the same concept to anything like a telecommunication network, or even to let's say any kind of logistics network. The ability to impact the livelihoods of people who are involved, and it has the ability to prevent a lot of accidents that could happen. And so it's kind of, I think, why I got interested in this area. And when you see that you are able to work in problems which have a lot of impact, you are able to work on the entire thing, which is really big. Anytime you do something, it should always be about the greater impact you can have. So I think there's a lot of potential for it to be applied to a lot of different places, and you could actually contribute to the world in many different ways than just being confined to the company you're working at but it depends on the problem and the scale of the problem. But I think there's a lot of different ways you can contribute.
My student status is a doctoral student, and my program is Urban and Regional Sciences under the College of Architecture. I fell in love with my doctoral program in the midst of my master's degree. During my master's in public policy, I started to fine-tune my passions, and it fell under housing and housing policy. The next step was ultimately just going and pursuing my doctorate in urban and regional sciences, and in that area, I have the pleasure of being able to focus in on housing policy, housing equity, and things of the nature. I think that the work that I have the pleasure of being able to do now will have a lasting impact in regards to housing policy and ultimately public management. I focus primarily on minority communities and low-income communities, just because in the United States, those are the areas that are more hazard-prone within major metropolitan areas. But I think looking at low-income, minority, looking at those communities and the strategies that they use to promote resilience and maintain community and things of that nature essentially are the baseline and can be applicable to any and everybody. I think the biggest reward that I've seen is probably as a mentor. I've had the honor of being able to mentor a lot of students with my time here at A&M, and it's rewarding going to their graduations. It's rewarding seeing them step into these new student leader roles. It's rewarding seeing them getting internships and growing from this person that I met when they were 18 to now 21, 22 and getting ready to go out into the world. It's rewarding to know that my knowledge and my feedback and things of that nature are being put to use, and students are being able to take that in stride here at A&M. I think my lived experience has kind of played a major role in why I've cultivated such a soft spot with experiencing tornadoes personally, or family being heavily impacted by hurricanes living in the New Orleans area. That type of passion ultimately flows and feeds into your research. It gives your research purpose, and then it also kind of encourages why you want to participate in community-based participatory action research, or why you want to work directly with stakeholders to come up with different research topics or policy implementations that can be impactful for those communities.
My name is Devon Dollahon. I'm a graduate student, PhD candidate. I'm in electrical engineering department, electrical and computer engineering. Even though I came to A&M at first I was looking for medical imaging research, I ended up coming and working on neuroscience research. It was a little bit of combination of electrical engineering and neuroscience. What motivated me to pursue medical research with it kind of started towards the end of my undergrad. At first I started in electrical engineering. I just wanted to make cool stuff, right? And that's really fun. But I had a few mentors and professors and people who I really respected, and people who I talked to in my religious faith too, who were really encouraging me to try to focus my career on helping as much people as possible. And I realized that a lot of the things I could do in electrical engineering could apply to medical work. And I was just really excited about that possibility and trying to help others a bit more directly than maybe I had been before. My next stage in my research, I want to expand into medical devices in low and middle income countries that don't have maybe the resources or have issues that we don't have here, and we don't have to design devices to face those, right? So there's a need there, and I'm wanting to do that moving forward. I'm hoping that the work I'm doing, especially with the electrical stimulation part of that it can be applied to prosthetics for low and middle income countries. And because there has been research into trying to design low cost but durable prosthetics that can be used, and bring some of my research into that. I've already participated in a project in the city of Bunia in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And this was with a nonprofit religious organization called Engineering Ministries International. And this group is like a bunch of different engineers and architects and professionals who help design plans for hospitals or orphanages and places like that need help with it. One of the greatest rewards was finishing that project in the DRC and becoming friends with the hospital staff and the electrician we were working with there, and just knowing how my work there actually really did make a difference and really did help a lot. And so that was very rewarding. And then for me, it's been really rewarding realizing, oh, I can handle this. And I do know a lot about this. Grad students, we are the experts in our little niche. So realizing that and that the rewarding sense of having that confidence and realizing we can do what you set out to do.